Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserredux as good old Walt Disney. We now control Tomorrowland. That's also the wrong country. Good old Walt Disney, we're in charge of Tomorrowland, the greatest, the happiest place on Earth. Stretching all the way from Seattle to good old, what's down here in the Yucatan? Merida. And you know what, we got Havana as well. That's what we did last time. Because last time, we invaded Cuba. And Cuba, being a little baby, decided to go to Germany being like, hey, Kaiser, the Disney Corporation is bullying me. Please come help me. So now we're at war with the Germans. What we're trying to do now is try to kind of kick Germany out of all of their possessions in North America. I don't know if that's going to establish a peace event, but I am going to certainly try. Aside from that, we've cost us belly against the Canadians, the American Union State, and the Japanese. We'll try to push our claims where we can. How many troops we have right now? We have... We're not even training any units, huh? We don't need that much equipment either. Like, we're really not actually in a good spot. Like, as sad as it is. Like, we're kind of just... Not screwed. Also, this is... People are talking about this white line. That's just due to, for some reason, this ship is just glitched. I don't know why. It just has a giant beam coming out of its head. Finland and Russia have ended hostilities. That is fine. Let's get mechanized offensive next. How long will this take? We don't naval superiority, which is, like, not wonderful. We're trying to invade both this island here as well as Suriname. And again, I don't know if that's actually going to get the Reichspakt out of the New World, but, you know, at least stop them from having any naval bases in the area. Because if we go to, not League of Nations, dual leaders, focus trees, no. Factions. There we go. They're the only ones actually in the Reichspakt. And, like, soon, because we're at 84% world tension, it's April, the war in Europe is going to also kick off soon. So Germany's going to be, like, way too distracted by European affairs to ever even think about coming over here to America. Okay, you're trying to justify a war goal against us. That will be ready in 50 days. Surprisingly, actually, America's actually at peace right now. There's kind of been, like, a lull in the fighting. For some reason, I'm not too sure why the CSA and the American Union State aren't fighting right now. I'm assuming that that's going to kick off somewhat soon. I just don't know exactly when. Okay, we don't need to patrol these areas in the north anymore. We just need to be in these two sea zones, okay? That's it. And we'll have you kind of launch when... Why do you need the Florida coast? I guess you technically go in there for like a brief second. How many ships are in... There's none. Okay. Well, this tiny 6th fleet, congratulations, you'll be over here. Kornilov has united Russia. That is fine. How do you know what that means? That I guess they've taken over the land from Finland. That counts as being unified. That's fine. Not a big deal to us. We have not enough support in the Demaria Plain. We're at 47% support. But again, like, once Germany is at war, and that war, the justification begins on, like, June 14th, I want to say. This is going, because this goes back to the old Krieg system. June 14th. I'm so good. So there's still a few months since Germany's actively at war. But they're going to be fighting a two-front against the French and the Russians. Russia is at war with the Ottomans, but if Russia can kill the Ottomans, like, pretty quickly, it's going to be, like, really good for them. And Hungary, of course, is independent. They're not doing anything. Illyria is at war with the Belgrade Pact. Like, Germany's, like, not in a great spot, honestly. I want more military factories in California. For extra military factories, I think we need even more guns. Because we need 4,000. I want more units. Yes, but... not easy to make more units. We only have 18 artillery pieces, foreign equipment. We're missing trains, fighters, and bombers are quite low. Like, we don't actually have that much stuff. Like, I know it seems a little crazy, but it's true. 47%. Germany, I need you to be at war with somebody else, okay? Because if you're at war with somebody else, you will not be bothering me any longer. Prepare the artillery. Bonus to infantry equipment. Walkie-talkies. Reinforcement rate goes by +1. 10% less supply consumption's pretty good. Trader's General. So this requires us to have won the Civil War, which might take a little while to get to. U.S. Air Force we don't care about. And the stuff with Walt Disney, like this tree's done. There's so much stuff. This will open up after the Civil War is actually over. So until then, I mean, we're really just going down. I guess we have the Navy tree as well, and the Air tree. Max Internment +1. We'll take it. If the American Union State wants to invade, we do need to be prepared. And are you on max motorization? You're not. Can I even afford max motorization? I can. Okay. So that'll hopefully at least alleviate a little bit more of our supply issues. We do need more... Okay, no, actually, we need slightly more trains. Is there any trains that I can steal from the population? I don't think so. And also, I still think these don't do anything. The attacking the Red Guards and attacking the Klan. They have not... Unless these were just like... Because this is still minor and you're still disorganized. And this has never gone down. No matter how many times you've actually pressed that button. Okay, next up. Let's make some submarines. We'll cut convoys down ever so slightly. Just to build some more subs. Okay, naval invasion is on the way. You are the guys going to... Is this St. Kitts? St. Martin. Okay. So how many troops did we send over here? We have 3 divisions. Looking good. We'll be able to take you. We have 3 divisions here. I mean, I know our supplies are low, but our supplies are also pretty bad. And your position is still a little compromised. And that's fine. We're 84. We have 5 units attacking. Your organization is quite low. So we should see you guys collapse. I mean, I guess we could force attack, theoretically, if we wanted to. It's an option that's available to us. I don't know if we want to do it right now, though. Pioneers, better attack in jungle or amphibious terrain. That's going to cost us naval doctrine points, which I want to save up. I want better naval doctrine. If we're going to be having to fight the German Navy, I want to make sure our Navy can at least somewhat hold up. But Gunda and Rwanda have collapsed. That is okay, because they fall into what? Goring? Mercenaries of the Congo. Yeah, they have... What's going on with Gore? Why does he look like, Dave Bautista? Am I crazy? He looks a little bit like Dave Bautista over there. 86. Again, once one of these guys dies, like, you're going to get destroyed in just a mere second, and that's going to weaken the other 2 positions. You're going to die in about a moment, and then all of this works out in our favor in the long run. Excavation 3 sounds great. Do we know, actually, what day is the American Union State going to be able to attack us? Your Consulate rally will be ready at the end of... Oh, tomorrow. Has it already been 50 days? And then they have 200 days until they invade the CSA. Well... These 13 divisions, I'm going to send you here, please. Get out of Cuba. Now, they might not invade right away. You know, South China Sea. I'm not too worried about what's going on in the South China Sea, to be completely honest with you. Okay, they've gotten a cost ability against us. How many troops do you guys have? 47 to 137. I don't know if they'll attack, honestly. Give me more recovery rate. And then for you, my good friend, guerrilla fighter. Man, I don't think we need the entrenchment speed. Immediately. Okay, because you're now dead. There's 1 single German division left. The Cubans collapsed pretty quickly, which is not a huge surprise. And how many troops does Suriname have? 0. So unless Germany has troops stationed in Suriname, they should collapse pretty quickly. Then Green Army, I need you guys prepare an invasion towards New Orleans. I think that's probably like the most important place that you could be is moving towards New Orleans. All of this area in the north is kind of it's not useful, right? Like, there's not that many cities. Most of the victory points are going to be down here in Texas and in the American South. The rest of you is not that. Okay, there's the war. Well, I mean, you guys are just, like, not prepared. Like, I don't know what your problem is. Like, you invaded us, but I don't know if you have the troops ready to invade. Okay, like, our units have now arrived. Green Army is able to assist. So to get some progress into... Yeah, we'll push the longest, of course, and we'll recruit a volunteer. So, obviously, the... I don't think they'll be able to do anything. I think the longest are going to completely falter. Unless they have way more troops hiding somewhere than I'm aware of. Like, we're at 65, which is not incredible. Whenever you play the American Union State, you're usually going to be a little behind. Want that? We have 13,000 rifles. Okay, I think it's time for us to start... just preparing a couple of new infantry. I know they're not, like, the best infantry in the world, but I'm fine with that. We have so many light tanks, actually. So let's also start preparing a couple of armored divisions. There's 97. Once we take this, the Germans might not have a naval base in the area. So it's June. It's going to be June 14th, which means that France and Russia can now start occupying, or are not going to start just like wars against the Germans. And war against Germany means that Germany is going to need to pull their troops and their ships back to Europe. Okay, so Green Army, you're going to invade immediately. This line, you guys, honestly, you're just going to go straight to Texas. Now, you guys are going to go away to Suriname, and I'm hoping this is going to get a white peace with Germany. I don't want to fight the Germans if I don't have to. Being at war with an entire major faction just really is not where I want to be at right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. A war with them would make sense, but I don't think right now is the time for it. You know what we should do? Let's start producing more aircraft. I think that makes sense for us. We'll go for 4 on trucks as well. And for our factories, we're just going to keep more military factories. Military factories as far as the eye can see. And for rubber, we're missing 5. I guess that's actually where the South China Sea we're getting kind of bullied. So you know what? Let's trade with Brazil instead. They're a little bit closer to home. So you might be able to secure our shipping lanes ever so slightly more. Venezuela's gone socialist. Panama and Colombia are at war. That's fine. And sure, we'll keep on recruiting divisions too. Like, the further we push into the American Union State, the more units I'm able to recruit for my own armies. Which is going to bolster me up a very healthy amount, I would have to say. The Ottomans still at war. And I'm assuming at this point, Russia and... when did Russia annex Belarus? Anyways, I'm assuming at this point, Russia and Paris are preparing their casus bellis. Which makes perfect sense. I mean, that's what I would be doing as well. What can Green Army do? Skirmisher, infantry expert, absolutely. I love infantry expert. I think it's always basically, like, good. Okay, so Suriname will collapse. It means all of you guys will now go back over to Mexico. Ottoman Empire signed a peace, so it looks like the Ottomans have lost their war. They have lost a lot. I mean, okay, so no, they're still at war with Russia, actually, but they've lost their war against everybody else. Yeah, we'll have our units. They'll just deploy, like, Nevada. Sure, why not? Like, the American Union State, they just don't actually, like, have an army, which I'm I'm surprised by. Like, I'm assuming they have so many troops on the border with the CSA that they don't want to, potentially threaten us. So they're just going to let us kill them while they have their entire army stationed to fight the socialists. Like, that's not... I don't think it's going to work as well as they think it is. Let me just put it that way. Electronics, army experience, out of combat. Yes, yes, yes. Get that one going. Huey Long, like, what was your plan? Why has oh, Egypt has declared against Germany because Germany owns the Suez Canal in this mod. And remember, like, a lot of Kaiserredux, it actually a lot of it works on, like, old Kaiserreich. And by that, I mean, you know, it goes by, you know, like, Germany owns the Suez Canal, you know, other stuff, other things. I mean, we're pushing our, like, we're actually doing well. Germany, or not Germany, American Union State are currently last standing, which means that their units are going to be taking a bit of extra damage against us, which is great. And let's start getting more aircraft. And our aircraft that we have deployed, you're all on green army, which honestly, I want you kind of split up between green and red. Socials, hey! Okay, so those actually are working. They just work a little strangely sometimes. Because what do we need to get you down to? Okay, I don't care about the Reichspakt at all. American Union State, we need to get them down to 89%. Everybody's going to war with Egypt. I mean, we'll get a non-aggression pact with the Middle East. I see no reason not to. Like, it's just going to be, good. I mean, and Egypt and them are going to have oil that we could potentially use in the future as well. So, like, I think it just makes sense. Yeah, so let's get... I mean, I don't even need to do anything. Like, the American Union State has put so few troops on the border with us that I don't even need to micromanage. Like, the war will take care of itself. Which is very, very nice for me. I'm a big fan. You know, our reinforcements are now arrived from Suriname. Our naval units just convoy raid the entirety of the East Coast and around here. This will also stop eventually the CSA from getting potential supplies from the International as well. But again, that means they'll be at war with Germany, so we'll see how that goes. Send you down the green. Never mind. Apparently you have too many units. So one of you will instead go up to Brown Army. Let us deploy 2 divisions in southern Texas. And you're for combat casualties, but we already have like so much war support. We're fighting a defensive war, world tension. You know what? We'll solidify control anyways. I have political power, nothing to do with it. I was going to actually do the propaganda to get the war support up, just so it doesn't dip below 100%. Do you guys have any divisions here? Like, you're getting volunteers from a handful of Reichspakt-aligned nations, but they're not really doing too much. Like, it actually looks pretty bad for you. Let's go 3 factories on you, 10 on the tanks. Basic medium tank. We'll just deploy whatever. Get those going. You'll be on 10. You'll be on 5. I know we're not using our medium tanks for anything quite yet, but we will soon, so... Oh, does Brazil not want to trade with us anymore because we went to war? That's fine. We'll trade with Indochina then. Thank you, Indochina, for no, we were still trading with them. They just were not at the top of the list for some reason. Time you go to New Orleans, then go to Baton Rouge, move your way along the southern coast towards Biloxi, Mobile, and Pensacola. How many men have we lost? 38k versus 107. Okay, so the numbers are looking really, really bad for the American Union States. Genuinely, I have no idea what their plan was. It just seems like it was a bad plan from the get-go. Infantry expert for you. Don't mind if I do. And Defense Logistic Agency. Again, that requires us for the war to be over. So you know what? Let's go for the U.S. Air Force. Fume has declared war. Russia has once again declared war in Finland, like for the 2nd time. And Fume is now at war with Venice. They don't border each other, so it's going to be a little bit of an awkward war, but that's okay. Aside from that, more military factories, please. Sir, more military factories, please. To satisfy my hunger. Yeah, move you guys in this direction. Like, we're not even, like they're like so screwed. I mean, I know logistical centers are going to be a little bit bad the further we move in here, but they're already almost dead. They're at 50%, and like I haven't even even broken a sweat. It's just been a complete embarrassment for okay, Japan's now declared war on Germany. The Alsace ultimatum has now gone through. France is now at war with Germany as well, which is good. It means that we don't need to worry about the Germans as much. Okay, there is the Second Weltkrieg. Russia, you haven't invaded Germany yet, but again, that's going to follow very, very soon. Well, maybe. I mean, there's a chance, I guess, that Russia waits a little bit until they've killed Finland and the Ottoman Empire first, but I mean, we'll see. Also, the International, they have both Sweden and Norway. They have Poland. Poland is probably going to get their ass kicked immediately, but you know, it is still, okay, there's Venezuela joining International. All German troops are going to get pulled out of the American Union states. You know what, Britain? Sure, we'll have a non-aggression pact. Why not? And Finland and Russia have once again ended hostilities. Not too sure why they've ended it the second time. I feel like Russia was definitely winning there. You guys are looking fantastic. I mean, overall, things are very nice. You know what I mean? Red Army. I think you guys in the north will stretch your line down one more province. And I'm actually just going to have you be on careful battle plans for now. Primarily because you're not really going to be doing too much in the north. Weed out the clan. Apparently these are working, so we'll keep on doing them. But I will say, now the American Union State is trying to fight against us and are clearly losing, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end off this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. If not, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.